All right, guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how to do a pixel stretch on an object. And I'm actually going to show you how to not just do a pixel stretch, but also how to warp and do different things to the actual pixel stretch. As you can see right here, I did it to some flowers. It's usually like a good idea to just do it to something with a blank background, but this technique actually works for pretty much any background. As you remember before, we did it to a building and it just went straight up. I'm going to show you how to actually warp it as well. So let me undo some of these things. Right, you can see how it was before, and this is how it started. So the first thing is you open up this image. I'm going to unlock it. All right, I'm going to do the single row marquee. If you haven't done it already, go to Window, Workspace, Essentials, or if you already have it clicked, Windows, Workspace, Reset Essentials. All right, you make it 2 columns, and the single marquee or single row marquee is actually on the top left. It's the first one on the top right, actually. Click on that. I'm going to click right around here. All right, and I'm going to do Command C to copy, Command V to paste. And now what that gives me is a whole row. I actually don't want the whole row, so I'm going to go to the eraser tool. You can click E on your keyboard or click on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 6th tool on the right. And I'm going to erase. I know you can't see it. It's right here. But even if I hide this, you can't see it. It's like a sliver. See it right there? Anyway, that's the sliver right there. All I want from that sliver is the red tulip. So I'm going to erase this part right here, even though I can't see it right now. Erase this part right here. Great. And I do Command T to transform. Remember, if you're transforming, just make sure that this is not clicked so that we could actually warp it. We don't want to actually do it. Here, I'll show you what happens if it is clicked. If I try to just pull it up, it goes to the left and the right as well. I don't want that. So I'm going to unclick that. And I'm just going to click and pull up. Hit return. And there it is. That's a regular pixel stretch. Now, that item, you could do it with pretty much any image, right? Like you could do this to buildings. We've done it to people. But if you wanted it to be stretched or warped in some kind of way, you go to Edit, Transform. And there's actually different tools that you could use. You could do free transform, you could do puppet warp. I'm going to just show you transform warp. In this one, you could actually decide how many columns and stuff you want on it, but I'm going to stretch the ones that are actually here. So I'm going to click this one. I'm going to pull this in this direction. This one, I'll pull it in that direction. Actually, I just pulled the handle itself. There it is. Let's see, this one right here. Trying to make it look somewhat natural. This one wide. I know on the other one I made it look a little bit, well, a lot different. There. And this one I almost feel like needs to be pulled up. And actually I'm going to pull it out to cover this. And this to cover that right there. Hit return to solidify your transfer, or transform, I'm sorry. Your transformation, and there you go, right? It looks like it's being pulled out of the actual piece. If you wanted to take it a little bit further, you could actually create a mask on it and blend it in there. So I'm going to go to the brush tool with black and just, there you go. Maybe there. All right. I hope that helps. There's so many other ways to transform it. I do want you to play around with the edit, puppet warp, the transform. You could do skew. You could do the store perspective. You probably won't want to use, but play around with those things. All right. Enjoy.